back to my turn-based tutorial series. Today we're going to be adding a little experience system and leveling system. The reason that I'm putting this into the bonus section of my tutorial is because it wasn't actually intended to be part of the battle system at all. I just made that battle end widget because I needed to have something to continue. Anyway, let's get dug in. First of all, we're going to need to open the AI. Let's close that back down. Let's go to our character. Let's open our character. Let's close that. Let's open the battle end widget and our game HUD. And I did neaten this up, as I did say. You just needed to fiddle with it a bit and it gets all neat. We're going to mess it up again though today. So let's do this. In our AI, we're going to create two new variables. Those two new variables we're going to add right now. The first one is going to be a float, and we're going to call it XP to add. Compile, and we'll add another one, and we'll call this AI name. And we'll set this to a text. Compile, save, put them both to publicly editable, and head over to the character. Then we're going to need some more variables here too. So let's do that. We're going to create one called level, and we'll make that an integer. And we'll make another one called current XP, and we'll make that a float. We'll make another one called needed XP, and that'll also be a float. And then we'll make another one called XP incoming, and we'll set those all to publicly editable. Yeah, we'll make one last one which will make a text, and we'll call it AI name question mark, and compile and save. So what are we going to do next? We are going to go over to our overlapping the AI function. We're going to pull these two out of it, and then we're going to pull off of our AI, and we're going to say get AI name, and we're going to drag in our AI name onto the cast2 AI, and we will set the AI name just like that. Okay, so compile, save, and we're going to create another function. We'll call it add XP, just like that, and we'll add an input. The input will be a float, and we'll call this XP add. Compile, save, and then what are we going to do? We're going to grab our current XP and set it to our current XP plus float plus the XP to add. Alright, then we're going to grab our XP incoming, just put it out of the way and set it to the current XP. Then we're going to want to drag off of this current XP, and we're going to do a greater than or equals float, and we're going to check if it's greater than or equal to our needed XP. So get your needed XP and plug that in, and then we're going to drag off of our needed XP and do a minus float. Just pull that pin to the bottom, and I did that with control left click, and then we can connect this to the current XP, yes, that is correct. And then we'll do a branch, and we'll plug the branch in to the XP incoming, the condition being that. And then what we're going to do is set the current XP to this little number that we made. Then we're going to set our level, because now we've reached our maximum needed XP, so we can level up. So we'll set our level to our level +1. Alright. And then we're going to want to set our new needed XP goal. So let's just times it by 2. Not minus, times. So times float. So each time you level up, each time you level up, it'll times your amount of needed XP by 2. Alright, so that's that for that function. Now we can head over to our AI. At the end of, just let me double check where exactly I'm putting this. At the end of our event tick then naught on the sequence, we're going to go over at the end and pull off of my character, and we're going to call add XP. We're going to plug it in just like that, and this we're going to plug in our XP to add variable, compile, and let's just go ahead and set this to something like 60. And let's go to our character, let's set our starting level to 1. Our current XP can be on 0, our needed XP can be 100. Compile and save. Okay, so over in the battle end widget now, we're going to add a couple of things. First of all, we're going to add a text. We'll set it to black, and the text will be current XP, and we'll add another text which will be 00. Let's make it black. Let's set this rather to required XP for next level. We'll put it somewhere over there. And then we'll get one more. And we'll call this level. And we'll get another one. Also set it to black. 00. And that's it for the visual aesthetics of this widget. Let's just anchor everything like smart people do. All to the bottom right. Okay. Now, over to our enemy name. We're going to bind this, create a binding. We're going to get our player reference. And we're going to get AI name. Plug it in just like that. Go back to the designer tab. Experience gained. We're going to create a binding. Get our player reference. And just let me double check on this. Yeah, we're going to get the XP incoming, plug it in. I'm going to go over to the designer tab, go to our current XP, create a binding, get our player reference, get current XP, plug it in like such, back over to the designer, required XP for our next level, we're going to do a binding, get our player reference, get needed XP, plug that in, back over to our designer, and then we're going to go onto our level display and create a binding, get our player reference, pull out, say get level, and plug that in and compile and save, and that is our battle end widget set up. Cool, let's go over to the game. Alrighty then, onto our game HUD. Inside of my game HUD, I'm going to just pull that up a bit, and then I'm going to grab that vertical box, this vertical box, and everything in between, except for my main image, and I'm just going to move it all up. Oh, that did not work. Okay, hold on 1 second for me. Deselect the canvas panel and that image, and let's move that all up to about there. Let's grab that and let's make our vertical boxes slightly bigger. And let's grab any one of these images, let's copy and paste it, put it in line sort of, and then we're going to get a text, we'll put the text into this vertical box. Let's just delete that and do it this way then. So let's put the text into that vertical box. Let's select it. Set its in text to nothing. And we'll add another text to the vertical box. And I'm going to select it, and I'm going to set its justification to left. And I'm going to set the in text to level. And I'm going to select this and just move it into place, just like that. And I'll add another text onto the other vertical box. And I'll set this text to blank as well. And I'll add one more text to that same vertical box. I'll select it, black it out, set it to 00 and create a binding, and we'll go ahead and get our player reference, we'll get the level, and we'll plug it in like that. Compile and save. Let's just make sure that we've anchored this. It is anchored automatically because it's inside of the vertical box. Okay, let's go and test everything out. Look, see how it all works. If it works, if we've got any bugs. Okay, so our level is displaying. Let's kill this guy with a strong attack. He's only got 100 HP, so one attack should do it. And I didn't bind anything or anchor everything correctly, so that's all over the place. But it looks like everything is there, and I didn't set the player's name, so the AI's name. So let's just do that. AI's name, we're going to set it to dude. Let's go back to our widget, and we're gonna anchor this all to the middle, not to the bottom right, sorry. I'm a fool. Okay, that should do it. Let's have a look, see what happens. So let's kill him. So we killed dude, we got 60 experience points. We've got now 60 experience points. We need 100 to get to the next level. Cool. So once we get 40 more experience points, then that'll set to 200, and then yeah. So that's basically the tutorial. Please like and subscribe, and let me know where you would like me to head with this next.